Good evening, everybody. We're gonna do something I haven't done before. I was just going through, looking at. I was kind of curious what some of the former Braves were doing. Some of our old guys, our old friends, and I wrote down. Man, there are a lot of former Braves. I'm talking guys that played for me on this save, and we're gonna split this into two parts: pitchers and batters. Um, all right. First of all, we got Nicholas Sandlin, Nick Sandlin on the New York Mets. How dare you? That is sacrilege right there. He signed with the enemy, but he's doing very well. 4 innings, I know, but five saves, no blown saves yet, no runs allowed, seven strikeouts. I'm happy for him. I hope he earns that money and has a great career with the Mets and beyond. This one is really interesting. This is what inspired me to do this. Jack Flaherty, man, I got to give it to the developers of this game, the coders or whatever you want to call it, the people in charge of player development and regression and all that. As you see, Jack Flaherty is a 92 overall, like legit ace. Like, and we got him way back in year one, 2023. And he went when we got this man, I'll never forget, he had a 6.92 ERA. We got that down to 4.50. His fielding independent was 3.84, and it might not look good on the surface. He had a ton of hits, but a lot of that was with the Cardinals. But he was lights out with us. The next year, he goes to the rotation full time, makes 24 starts, had some injury problems, but pitched very well. The year after that, I can't remember exactly what happened. I think we just like turbocharged the starting rotation. It was just stacked, and he was like a jack of all trades. It was really interesting. He had five saves. He started 6 games, and that was good for a WAR of 1.8. And after that, he just became too expensive for us. He entered free agency and signed with Milwaukee. And as you see the numbers here, was making a ton of money, making that yearly, about 23 a year, and he earned it. Like, and that's just a story of like I got to give the developers credit because that just shows that a guy can turn his whole career around. Like, because he wasn't doing anything with St. Louis. Then he comes with us and has those good years, and then he goes to Milwaukee's an ace again. That's really cool. The Diamondbacks have my old friend Garrett Whitlock, my favorite pitcher on this game. One of them. He is with the Arizona Cardinals now. He's made 4 starts, 3.10 ERA, pitching very well. Looks like he's having a bit of a resurgence after a down year. Hope he sustains it. The Rockies have Ian Anderson. Really good numbers. That's good for Colorado. He made all of his starts, 15 quality starts. That's pretty good. It's about 45%. Yeah, very nice. Dodgers, AJ Minter. This guy, he had me and him had a kind of an up and down, like a roller coaster relationship because in year one, in 23, he had 43 saves, only 3 blown, one reliever of the year. And then the year after that, he already blows up to 4. He loses his closer role to Doval, and then after that, he just like we just got like like a instance of he is who we thought he was. Rest in peace, Dennis Green. But like this 193 wasn't real. This is who AJ Minter is. But yeah, Orioles. Cole Phillips. We traded him last year. It doesn't look like he's acclimating well to Baltimore. I got to say, he didn't pitch well when we after we traded him last year, and he hasn't pitched well this year at all. He's in the field independent. He hasn't had bad luck. He's just been bad. I hope he turns it around, but you never know. Red Sox, Kyle Wright. Kyle Wright was tremendous for us. As you see, I had him these years. I love Kyle Wright, but he just became we just couldn't afford him anymore. I stupidly signed him to a 5-year. I think like what was it? 5 years, 70 million, something like that. 14 a year, something around there. But you guys couldn't afford him any longer. There it is. You got 14 a year, and he's still making that with Boston. He's pitched very well with Boston. Pitched great with Boston. He's their ace. Owen Murphy. He never pitched with us, so I guess he got traded there from San Francisco. Yankees. AJ Smith-Shawver. Traded him straight up for Dominguez, Jason Dominguez. Um, Struggled a bit acclimating to New York. Gave a ton of homers. High ERA. Looks like he's turning around this year. He's getting used to it. I'm happy for him. Hope he keeps it up. Jays, Bryce Elder. Traded him for Feliz, guy who's in our rotation right now. Bryce Elder traded him because he had an All-Star year with us this year. It's really similar to his All-Star year in real life. 2.44 ERA. Then things just kind of fell off. Like he had like a 5-something ERA in this first half. I just didn't want him on the team anymore because I demanded excellence for my rotation, and I was like, I just don't want this guy on my team anymore. I'm trading him to Toronto, and he's been pitched solidly with them. Got a couple more to go. White Sox. Man, look at what the White Sox are paying for Cease and Hunter Green. Insane. But Mike Soroka. He went to Arizona after a couple of years with us. I just couldn't afford him. Pitched solidly with him. He was like a number 3, number 4. Now he's pitching tremendously. 2.03 ERA. He's great. I love it. Guardians. Dylan Lee. I love Dylan Lee. We traded him for Trevor Stephan. He pitched really well with us, like just solid year after year, and ERA in the 2s. I remember trading him to Cleveland. I said I think they get a lot out of Dylan Lee, and they sure have. He's been great, really consistent. That Dylan Lee might get him back someday. And finally, last but certainly not least, is Max Fried, our old friend, the Ace, who I miss tremendously. He's making 9-7 on a 1-year deal with Detroit. He plays with a guy we'll go over on when I do the batter version of this. Max Fried, we traded him to Baltimore a couple years ago. He pitched really well with Baltimore. Not a lot of strikeouts, but that ERA was really low. Same story this year. Pitching really well with Detroit. Maybe their best pitcher. But that's it for the pitcher round of this. Former Braves, former Bravos. Let me know what you think below. It wasn't too long. 8 minutes, not so bad. But thanks for watching and have a good rest of your weekend.